My name is LH Hannigan, and I run a YouTube channel called OhYeahLH. That's OhYeahLH. I run a sort of blog-like thing here on YouTube, but it's more of a creative outlet for me to show everyone the weird things I'm learning about and feeling. OhYeahLH Productions actually turned into a bit of a marketing company for a minute, but then I decided to make it more of a microscopic form of protest for myself. So I just sort of share my feelings and thoughts through my videos for the sake of those ideas being heard. That's what kind of blog OhYeahLH Productions is. I found out about this scholarship when I was researching schools you can create your own major at on Google. I'm thinking about applying to Redlands University next year so I can create my own major. The major I want to create would be a combination of women's studies, psychoanalysis of literature, the art of war and peace, and the art of protest. I'm studying English now here at Cal State Long Beach, but I think it's a bit weird I'm studying writing instead of what I want to write about. So making my own major would make sense. So I'm applying for this scholarship so that I can kind of further that along. The question the scholarship contest, America's biggest blogging scholarship, has asked me to debate is as follows. As the nation approaches its 57th presidential election, we're asking the future leaders of this country, students, to define the single most important political issue in this election. Tell us not only what the issue is, but tell us why and how you propose to come to a solution that benefits the majority. So, here are my thoughts. There are a lot of issues in our world: unequal distribution of wealth, numerous problems with the oil industry, the regulation of drugs, the theory of capital punishment for both adults and babies, our perception of beauty through the media, the global water crisis, genocide, amongst many other things. These problems exist and are evolving further into our world, and problems will stay problems until acted upon by an unbalanced force. The biggest problem today is that problems are not being acted upon by an unbalanced force, or rather you could call it change. There are talk and speak of issues and problems constantly. Turn on the nightly news, read the newspaper, log on to my YouTube page. The problems and issues are circulating and being heard, but people are not acting. Gordon Thomas writes in his novel Voyage of the Damned about the SS St. Louis, which was a boat full of Jewish refugees in the Holocaust who were denied entry into Cuba in 1939. When the boat arrived in Cuba, full of hungry and tired Jewish refugees, the government said, "Heck no, we're not taking you guys," and turned them away. The boat was sent back to Germany, and the passengers were killed. We as humans know this is wrong, and action could have prevented that. But a theory, "we don't want your Jewish," made bad things happen. Issues and leaders need to make decisions for the best of all people. You and I both know that when we hear this kind of story about the Jewish refugees, it hurts us. It's painful, but hey, we hear about tragic stuff every day. At 3 o'clock in the morning, I get up sometimes and watch TV in my bed, and commercials come up with the faces of starving children in Africa. And for 10 cents a day, I can save their life, but I choose to change the channel because it makes me uncomfortable. What issues should be focused on this next presidential election? It's not who knows most about those issues, or a topic, or who can make plans to change a problem in our world. It's who's going to do it and excel in their execution of a task that benefits the majority. We need an unbalanced force to shake up the issues of the world, not just put masks on it or say they're going to do something about it. We need someone who's going to make a change and make their ideas into actions. Nothing is going to be done about the tragic things happening in our world with people talking about them, but rather people doing things. Ah. But then we remain with an example of doublethink, a word coined by George Orwell in his novel 1984. OrwellToday.com defines doublethink as: doublethink means the power of holding two contradictory beliefs in one's mind simultaneously and accepting both of them. I sit here debating why we need action instead of debate. It's doublethink. But whatever. It's my blog after all. My definition of the single most important issue in an upcoming political election is this: I want a leader who's going to take action and help the majority of the world. I'm sick of politicians being all talk. I want to see change, and not just as a political slogan.